Hey guys, and we are getting into our first game of Lucky 4 Bingo. $7,535 on the line in this one. And we are here for you guys for this happy hour. We're going to have a lot of fun on this Thursday. Hopefully we can give out some really nice prizes on this one. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both those, so make sure you guys are checking in. Let us know what's happening wherever you're at right now.
Oh yeah, we just got a couple of those shiny new Pilot TVs installed on some new locations, including over at the Mainline Bar and Grill, the Hideout Saloon and Grill, Old Town Tavern, Hillard's Last Call, American Legion Morristown, as well as our place on 3rd.
Yeah, definitely some great locations right there getting those Pilot TVs. But we are on this lovely Thursday. How's your Thursday going so far?
Really easy going.
Yeah, it's been an easy Thursday. Not too bad. Ready to give out some jackpots today.
Oh, yeah.
As we did not give out a single jackpot yesterday.
Yeah.
None of them were able to get over that $600 mark. So we got fingers crossed today. We are able to give out some of those, hopefully right here or right now. But it will have to be perfect from here on out for Average Joe, as it looks like it won't be. But we can still try and give out a major prize of $380. Ooh, not quite able to do it, but we will have a nice run up at this mini jackpot. See, can anybody get that one ball away mark right here? Doesn't look like it, but Zeke, Catman, and Average Joe, all 2 balls away for this Musco $3 bingo. And we'll see if they can take home this prize, as they got the lead right here and right now. Anybody going to that 1 ball? Ooh, Average Joe. Yeah, the first one to get to that 2 ball away mark. Now getting 1 ball away. We'll see if he can hit 0 balls away before a slew of players join up at that 1 ball away mark. Robin now over at Herbie's Bar and Grill joining up with Average Joe. We'll see if anybody else will join up with him before we announce a winner. Let's see. Wow, we are going to be taking a little bit on these balls. We'll see if anybody can win it quick.
Which one do you think it is?
Oh, I'm going to go with Robin, just because, you know, Robin Hood.
Oh, that's fair. I was going to go for which ball? Like which ball?
Oh, which ball? Oh, and there it is. 063. That's the lucky ball. Average Joe winning $3 over at Moe's on Mounds View. 12, 2, 63, and 61 are our lucky 4 numbers. But 12 and 2, that's what matters to us right here, right now. And we're getting enrolled into this first game of Jackpot Hunter. Good stuff. And like we're talking about, we're trying to give out prizes. That minor prize is going to be going out pretty quickly in these games. $125 available on that one. You can win it in 56 balls or less. Definitely an easy win there. That major prize is at $6,980. You can win it in 49 balls or less. And then that mega prize, we were just able to give it out last Thursday.
Yeah.
It was an absolute blast, but it is clicked back down to 100 grand. But you can win it in 43 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but yesterday, although we didn't have anyone taking home jackpots that were over $600, we had 4 people taking home minor jackpots in Jackpot Hunter.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. But before we get onto those Jackpot Hunter, let's talk about the jackpots that actually went out over the week, because we've been able to give out 28 jackpots over the rolling week and 343 during the season 11. It's pretty rare when we have a day where we don't give out any jackpots. I mean, look at it, 343 for the season 11, and we're not even 3/4 of the way done.
Wow, that is crazy.
Now we still got a lot of time to go, and so we'll see where that jackpot amount can get to. But you were talking about the minor jackpots that went out yesterday.
Oh yeah, this one would have been over $600 if it didn't get split up. This first one that went out was over at Leah, over at Boulevard Tavern, and Tank over at Shady's Real Side. They split that up, and they were able to each take home $335.
Definitely a nice prize. Wish they could have gotten it was a soul win, so then I could have seen it get on that jackpot list. But we always like those big split wins. We also had Mully over at Shajank Boom Lounge taking home $395 yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Next up right afterwards was Jess over at Whiskey River Saloon and Whitney over at Trailside Tavern, each taking home $283.
Good job, Jess. Another split win right there. And it was pretty sizable as well, closing in on that $600 range before it was split up. But we also had KK and DJ over at Marina Lounge taking home $484 to end off that happy hour.
Woo. Yeah, but that isn't the only way to take home some money by playing our regular scheduled bingo. You can also check out our e-tabs, which we just released one about 2 weeks ago, and that's called Blazing Wheels. And you can try your luck splitting the Blazing Wheel in the bonus round to win some scorching prizes.
Yeah, definitely love those e-tabs, and it always gets me talking about stories with flames involved in them, and because it's a scorching bonus, and so we gotta talk about fire. And I found out that Jordy's brother somehow set the bathtub on fire.
That's ceramic.
That is an impressive feat.
The bathtub.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it. She doesn't understand it either. But when she was about like 7, he was about like 10, he set the bathroom tub on fire. I don't know how it happened, but it's a feat.
Like, I loved playing with fire as a kid. I was able to like pyro. But
I don't know how you catch your bathtub.
He had to have put like something like he must have like
it was a firecracker and some other stuff that he had that caused this fire.
Yeah, it probably lit some like chemical on fire.
Oh my goodness, it was like, it sounded insane to me.
Like
I was like
aerosol can. I was like sprayed it in the bathtub or something, and then
just like lit it on.
Yeah, like he was like messing with like Nax can or something, and then he threw the firework in like the puddle.
I don't know. She doesn't know either.
I've seen someone throw a firework in a toilet and it like blows the whole toilet up.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
The whole thing, like the ceramic, just like blows off of it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, not like a regular firecracker. You got to toss like an M80 in one of those bad boys.
Yeah, one of those firecrackers. You gotta get one of those with some oomph behind it. I love firecrackers as a kid, though.
I did, but then like things started to like slowly like move forward as I was eventually tossing. Like I would be like hand tossing those mortars instead of like putting them in the pipe. I'd be like throwing them around, which is not smart because you don't know how it's gonna land. And so if it faces right towards you when it lands, that's when it's firing.
Oh yeah, no, it's always terrible decisions to be just like total. I mean, like I've seen dudes that are playing in the NFL that have like 3 fingers on one hand because of firecrackers, and then I'm like, okay, let's play with firecrackers as a kid, and then but I try to avoid that now. Playing with firecrackers is dangerous, and. But you know, you always hear it, you always see it happen where kids are shooting firecrackers at each other. Those little rockets that can.
Me and my friends would do that a lot. The Roman candles.
Yes, the Roman candles.
You just hold it like that.
Yeah, you'll see like people just go into town shooting at each other with the Roman candles.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of like that kid like doing like all the funny poses with the Roman candle, and he like turns away, faces away from his like mom, and he does like one more, and then he just completely bends over like with his head between his legs, and then you can see the Roman candle aiming at his mom. She's like, "You better!" And then you just see it shoot right at the phone.
Oh my goodness, that is so terrible. You should never do that to your mother.
No, never.
Mother deserves more respect than that. No, there's always stories like that. I mean, no, there's not always stories like that. There's always stories about people shooting fireworks, but there's not always stories about people shooting fireworks at their mother. And that's a step that I was not willing to take. We do have Catmint and Seahawk both splitting that must-go prize of $36. Catmint at Harry's Bar, Seahawk at Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead.
Oh yeah, good job to both those players taking home prizes.
Yeah, but I always, as a kid, my favorite thing with fireworks is to like fake that I was like a soldier in war kind of thing, and I was like hiding behind like trash cans and stuff like that as like fireworks were going on and like up ahead, and then me and my brothers would be like having like a war amongst each other like with finger guns, and then like it was a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I very clearly remember it, though, at a water park, which was super, super fun.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was right in front of the wave pool, too. So, like, one of my brothers came out, like, army crawling from the wave pool.
Oh, my. I remember, like, the last time I went to, like, a wave pool was over at, like, one of the parks that we have here.
Yeah.
And those things are something else.
I don't know how I feel about wave pools because the sanitation of a wave pool scares me.
Yeah, there's the sanitation. And then, like, you think about, like, there was a couple times where there'd always be a kid that tries to, like, swim out way further than he can.
Yes.
And they're just done for.
Oh my goodness! I would never want to be a lifeguard at a wave pool those size wave pools.
No, because you even have to like jump in at a certain like way.
Oh yeah, no, you do.
You have to when you jump after you hit like the E stop, you're supposed to like jump and time it perfectly like the top of a wave. so you have as much cushion as possible because it's not that
not
as deep.
Yeah, they're not super deep because they're
just a
not meant
wave.
for diving or anything like that. It's just meant to experience a wave. So that's really that would stink to be a lifeguard doing that kind of work. But wave pools are really cool, especially when you're a kid and you're
I remember almost drowning in a couple of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh man, every time.
I mean, I remember that, but that was more like me and my brothers like messing around, and then like one of each other like grabbing on and pulling the other one down, and you're like trying to breathe. That was really loud. I did not expect it to be that loud, but yeah, they're trying. That kind of stuff happens because you're a little kid and you're with your brothers. But
man.
But outside of that, I never had like a wave try and like take me down or anything like that.
Oh no, it must be like Gordon clinging on me for life or something. Him and the waves would take me down.
The waves.
For a second.
No, I've always been a bigger fan of like the water slides and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I always thought they were so much cooler.
Yeah, when I went to Wet n Wild, that was like one of my favorite water parks. That's probably the top water park I've ever been to is Wet n Wild. It was down in Orlando, I think it was, where I went. Or it was in Texas. I'm not sure. But I remember me and my siblings, we got to choose. It was like Disney World for 3 days or Wet n Wild for a week, and we were like, easy, Wet n Wild for a week. No, it doesn't matter. We went to Disneyland before. We want to go to this giant water park instead for a whole week, and it was so much fun. It was the first time I ever tried like the kneeboarding as well. Because they had a full like wire circuit that would pull you around on it, and it was super fun. And if you got good enough, you could do the jumps. But I was never brave enough to do one of those because I was like 8 years old. But I remember it was really funny because my dad then went up to go do this kneeboarding, and he's been powerlifting his entire life, and so he doesn't have the best joints or anything like that. And so he gets down to knee down onto the kneeboard, and they're going like, okay, you need to bend your knees, like you need to go down. And he's like, I can't go down like that. And they're like, well, you need to like bend your knees. And he's like, you're not listening to me. Like, I physically cannot bend my knee that far. Like, it stops right here, or else it's not working. And so then he ended up just not riding it because he couldn't bend his knee to the point where he could actually like ride the thing.
It's his Achilles heel.
I know, his Achilles heel is his knee problems.
It makes me good. It makes me like really glad to know that there is one weakness
for the giant man of John Ruggles.
Yeah. So does that mean I just gotta wait out your knees?
Just gotta wait out my knees? Maybe. I don't power lift like he does.
Fair.
He was doing stuff where he's told me stories about when they had recruits come in. They would always ask him and his lifting partner to go like lift during those times where recruits would come in, because they would then go in and they'd see my dad and his gym partner, who were by far the biggest dudes on the team. And so they'd come in and they'd be like, oh, this is serious. Like, this is awesome. Even though it's like some little D3 college, it was a good selling point kind of thing. And he actually, after one of those, got told he couldn't max squat anymore because it was too dangerous for everyone else in the room. We do have a winner, though. We do have Dana over at the roadside taking home $38.60.
I'm sorry, John. Your glutes,
he was like,
too much.
They're too strong because the bar was bending too much and whatever weight he was doing. It was. So he says he doesn't know what his peak squat max was because he stopped squat maxing after that. So I would love to know what it was, but it was
just like
absolutely
disgusting.
ridiculous that you had to be told that you can't max squat for the safety of others.
Like at that point, you just feel like massive. Right?
Oh, that would be
There's
so cool.
No way you're not flaunting that around.
That would be so
if
cool.
I was your dad, I would have been like,
yeah, I can't squat anymore.
A whole university told me I need to stop lifting because I'm too strong.
Yeah, that would be absolutely insane. I'd be bragging up a storm. But I'm looking at something, and this is something we need to talk about. Minor jackpot clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less. So make sure you're getting enrolled in this one. It could be going out $275.
Oh, yeah. But if you want to stay in the know, you got to make sure you're checking out our Facebook page. You just got to search up Pilot Games, and you'll see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click the website link on the Facebook page to see our link tree. That has links to bar locations, all of our social medias, and so much more, including John's powerlifting site.
Yeah. No, there's not a powerlifting site. I wish there was. That would be really, really fun. I'm sure he would give if you guys checked in on Facebook and said, "Hey, can we get a workout from John?"
Yeah.
You may actually get an answer. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he might.
He's a busy man though, so it really matters on the time.
He finds out someone's whole everything and makes a whole workout program.
Honestly, he'd probably just copy and paste and send one of me and my siblings' workout programs and send it to him.
Yeah, he just. Let's see. He kind of looks like Ian.
He's like, oh, here you go. There it is. 30 seconds, though, to get enrolled in this next game of Jackpot Hunter. This is going to be a game number 3 of Jackpot Hunter, where that minor jackpot is looking prime and ready to go out. And we should be trying to right here, but we try and give out a bunch of different jackpots every single day because we run live bingo from 12 all the way till 10 o'clock. You guys can also play those E-tabs in between there as well, but the live bingo schedule runs like this. From 12 all the way till 1, we run Twins Bingo, 25-cent edition that we weren't able to give out a jackpot in today as it grew. Did it grow over 18 grand?
It did.
Wow, and so it's
our 5th round.
Yeah, $18,000 available tomorrow during that Friday 12 to 1 time.
Oh, yeah, but right after that, we get into some Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, going from 1 all the way till 4. That minor clicks, it started at a clean slate for you guys today, but it probably went out a bunch of times because every $50, that clicks up 4 balls, meaning that goes out all the time. So you guys definitely want to check out Jackpot Hunter during those times.
Yeah, the 25-cent edition is super, super fun, especially because, only 25 cents a card.
Yeah.
A lot of bang for your buck right there.
Oh, yeah.
But you can also get a lot of bang for your buck if you're playing right now. This is during our happy hour bingo, and that runs from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock. We bracket 23 games of Jackpot Hunter during that happy hour with 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo. $7 grand is on the line during that Lucky 4 bingo, and we weren't able to give it out at 4 o'clock. So make sure you guys are sticking around to the end of these 23 games of Jackpot Hunter for the 6 o'clock opportunity.
Oh, yeah, but you guys want to stick around even after that because we have 4 hours uninterrupted of the $1 edition of Skull Bingo coming at you guys tonight. With that line price sitting at $162, that goes out all the time. You can take it home in 10 balls or less. That large win prize sitting at $9,586 that you can take home in 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize, which is sitting at $14,218 that you can take home in 50 balls or less. You guys definitely want to check it out because we just had 2 nights in which it got interrupted. First night, we had MegaSota game night. That starts at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki take the helm and lead you guys through a ton of PGL action up until that Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale, where they give you guys a shot at $4,781 that you can take home in 54 balls or less.
Definitely a great PGL night. But just last night, we had another great PGL night in a Wild Wednesday. It happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and we try and give out as much PGL action as we possibly can, as well as a Jackpot Jungle 25-cent edition that you can take home $11,233 if you win it in 52 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but there we go. We got a winner. It's Jack over at Eagles Awatana taking home a minor and must-go prize. We'll have an exact total for you guys in just a second, but good job, Jack.
Yeah, and now we're getting enrolled into a game number 4 of Jackpot Hunter, and that minor jackpot is going to start growing again right now.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely some good stuff. But I was talking about Wild Wednesday, a great, great night to earn some PGL action, as well as supporting our Wild because we love our Wild, who've been having a really good season.
Oh, yeah. They've been having a great season. It's been awesome watching them.
Yeah, we'll talk about them in just a little bit, but you guys just have 2 minutes, 15 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. Already $42 grown into that minor jackpot, and we plan on keep on growing it throughout these next few games.
Oh, yeah, but we got some really fun national days to talk about today. Kicking off, we have International Laver Bread Day. On April 14th, discover a nutritious ingredient that comes from the sea. International Laver Bread Day celebrates this food with a long history made from seaweed.
Okay, interesting.
Is it like laver bread? Laver?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily completely sure what it is, but laver bread is a food product made from laver, an edible seaweed consumed mainly in Wales as part of a local traditional cuisine. The seafood is commonly found around the west coast of Great Britain and the coast of Ireland. Really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. A bread made of seaweed.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like a food product.
what does laver bread taste like? Welsh laver bread is made of cooked laver seaweed, which has been plucked by hand from the Welsh coastline. It is a unique texture and salty flavor, which provides a taste of the fresh Welsh sea. Laver and or laver, hard word to say, is the only seaweed in which is only one thick cell. Okay, so it's just one thick cell that you're eating.
Oh, it's only one cell thick. So it's only like...
So it's a really thin seaweed.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so it's like almost like, yeah, super, super thin seaweed that can get mushed up into laver bread?
Interesting. And they use it for like they pair it with rice, and I know sometimes they'll eat it plain along with like while they're drinking.
Interesting. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Definitely some good stuff. What is laver bread good for? It's high nutrients, it's got high proportions of protein, iron, and iodine.
Interesting.
Really, really cool stuff. So happy International Laver Bread Day. Had never heard of it before. I was very surprised by this day.
I haven't heard about it until this morning when playing Twins Bingo.
Yeah,
I was like, very interesting.
Super interesting stuff. We do have another World Day, actually. It's World Chagas Day, Disease Day. Each year on April 14th, World Chagas Disease Day raises awareness for this disease. It also is a day that stresses the importance of prevention and finding ways to eliminate the disease.
Yeah, this is actually named after a bug.
Okay.
Yeah, which I didn't know until the broadcast earlier.
Does the bug spread it, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
It almost looks like I would definitely look it up because the bug is it almost looks like a normal stink bug. Really?
That is very, very interesting. Yeah, it's also known as American typhosomasis. It is a tropical parasite disease because it is spread mostly by insects in the subfamily of Triogomia, known as kissing bugs.
Interesting. But
so I know what kissing bugs are. They're very prominent down in Georgia. They're all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So I didn't know those could spread diseases prominently. That's crazy.
I'm actually going to look if there's, because I feel like I've seen those in Michigan, those bugs.
Kissing bugs? Yeah, they're the ones that like will attach to each other. And you'll see them both like.
We have them in Michigan.
Are they in Michigan as well?
I feel like it. I might be wrong. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's never been a kissing bug found in Michigan, and as far as I know, there's been no reported cases of Chagas disease in Michigan. So he says if you find an insect you think might be a kissing bug, don't squish it.
Interesting. We do have Duke over Ambiance on Albion, taking home $41.40. Good job, Duke.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so they're not very prominent in the Midwest. I do remember them down in Georgia, though. Very, very.
They haven't been like confirmed cases or anything like that, but it says like they could be anywhere in like the U.S.
Yeah, because they're bugs, and
yeah,
so they can go anywhere, and they may end up anywhere if they stuck to a car or anything like that.
Yeah, who knows?
So there's so many ways that can happen. But definitely a good day to spread awareness of this disease. I didn't even know about it, even though I've spent lots of time with those kinds of bugs.
Yeah, very interesting. Next up on our national days, it is International Moment of Laughter Day. On April 14th, every year is International Moment of Laughter. It's a day to remind people to laugh out loud every day. Originator Izzy Giselle says laughing out loud is as essential as breathing. He says laughter comes right after breathing as just about the healthiest thing you can do. It it'll relieve stress, instills optimism, raises self-confidence, and diffuses resistance to change, and enhances all of your relationships.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good thing. Laughter is super, super important. I think it's really healthy. It also burns a lot of calories. Fun fact.
It does, yeah.
And there's so many there's so many things to laugh about.
Yeah,
and it's
like we all had our moment of laughter today when John, little John, fell down the stairs. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, and so you got to find things to laugh about.
Obviously, never laugh at something like that.
No, don't laugh about that. You can laugh at a lot of other things though that are super simple.
Yeah.
And if he's not hurt, you can giggle.
Yeah.
But check if he's hurt first.
Yeah.
Don't laugh until you know that they're okay.
But like, I feel like that's my fatal flaw
is
if I see someone
just like tumble down a hill or something.
I think it's because of that era of like Tosh.0 ridiculousness. Like Jack, all that. Like it just all caused that.
For sure. For sure.
Like so the first thing I see, oh my.
Oh, that was what comedy was. I mean, that was half of American Home Videos.
Oh, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, that was half of those videos were just random incidents happening that they were funny, but I hope that they're okay.
Someone said that was that's what caused everyone to start filming everything that happened in their house. It's because everyone thought that
they could get on American Home Video.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents definitely did that. They videotaped us to see what would happen, see if they could get any funny clips from us.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different funny clips of us though.
I wish there was sometimes I wish there was moments that my parents recorded because I think I could have gotten on there.
Oh yeah.
There was one time I was full sprinting down at this my house in Clare, and I was turning around talking to my grandpa while I'm running, and I forgot that there was a volleyball net. And I did I hit my face hit it, and I did a full flip. I was just gone. I'm
my goodness.
Yeah, I'm just a kindergartner just getting flung by this volleyball net.
That's so funny. Yeah, I always think about one of the super funny videos, and it's funny for me probably more than what it is for other people. But it's a video of me, and I'm out in my backyard, and I'm just shaking my legs around, thinking it's dancing. That's the best way I can describe it is I'm just shaking my legs around, calling it dancing.
Forrest Gump when he was impersonating Elvis, kinda.
Worse.
No. Oh,
worse.
No.
Like I thought I was one of the Happy Feet penguin, and I was
you were tap dancing basically.
Yes, but all over the place, not an organized tap dancing. It was, and I was doing it to what was it? It was one of the High School Musical soundtracks, and it's super funny because I'm just going crazy to it in the backyard, and then you just hear the I think it was the I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot.
That would make sense.
And so that was the one that I was dancing to, and you can just hear it turn off in the video, and you're like, what happens? And the video you just see her pan over to where the CD player was at, and you just see Gabe just staring out, little kid Gabe with his bowl cut to the max, just so upset. And then you go over there and he's like turn it off, and then he just starts screaming and crying about turning it off and everything like that. And then you see me run over, turn it back on, and then start doing my feet again.
Gabe's over having one of the worst emotional moments of his childhood, and you're just over here then we way can be better as if you're over there scatting in the background
it was such a funny moment. We do have a winner. It's Katie over at the All-Star Sports in St. Rosa, taking home $32 on that one. Good job, Katie.
Oh yeah, good job. Do you think if you play that song, he'll remember somehow?
Oh, he knows the video. He knows what the video I'm talking about.
He knows
but
he
doesn't like bringing it up. He doesn't like talking about it because.
See, but that's the thing. You just don't bring up anything about it. You guys are just all in the car together.
Oh no, because he was a fan of the song too.
Oh yeah.
He liked High School Musical and Troy Bolton and all that kind of stuff. So he definitely didn't have any disdain for the song. He just hated at that point that there was loud music playing. That was his only hatred of it.
I was just hoping there'd be the memory of that song in his head somehow.
Just he can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah.
That would be.
You just play it in the car
all he sees is me as a little kid just moving my feet around.
Your legs going in
going
sporadic.
Happy Feet mode.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. I heard someone say this, just speaking of Happy Feet, and it was about just like our generation, and it was like you can tell the difference between the two people, and they were either Happy Feet people or Surfs Up people. And you can tell which ones are which.
I like both. But
I love both, but like you can tell which ones are the people's favorites.
Yeah, nah. What was my favorite?
Oh, you're a Surf's Up guy for sure. You were Chicken Joe all the way. You idolized Chicken Joe as a kid. Like there ain't no way. I mean I was right there in the same boat. Yeah. Absolutely loved Surf's Up.
Oh yeah, I knew someone who wasn't too fond of Surf's Up because they said that they didn't like that. It felt like because like someone was like the whole like joke about like someone filming it for like a documentary kind of thing. They said it just was like. It ruined the entire movie.
Really?
Like,
I thought it was a really funny.
I was like, that was such a fun way to do a kids movie.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really. It added a lot of comedy to it because you had that side talk that you have in like the reality shows, and it was super funny to be able to like have them like talking about.
And it would be like Cody being like, "Oh man, like this girl, she's like really cool and stuff." And she's like, and then like it'd pan over to like her, and she's like, "This Cody guy's kind of weird."
Yeah, exactly. Super, super funny stuff, but. We are getting back to some bingo. Game number 6 of Jackpot Hunter. 20 seconds till we're in this game, and when that minor jackpot has gotten over $100. So if it doesn't if it doesn't go out in 52 balls or less, it will be clicking up from 52 to 56. Should be some really, really good stuff. But we do have another National Day to go over as you guys are playing that game right now, and that's National Gardening Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, National Gardening Day on April 14th encourages gardeners and would-be gardeners to pick up a shovel, plant some seeds, and kick off a beautiful year of homegrown bounty.
Yeah, it'd be nice if like having like a yard, maybe to have a garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought like having like flower gardens and stuff like that in your front yard, it really adds a lot to it. Yeah. And having that kind of stuff. But even outside of that, just like doing food stuff, I think that's really, really cool as well. Like I helped my grandparents build these little troughs that went in their front yard that basically went side by side that they would put all their dirt in, and they would that's where they grew tomatoes.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
Different carrots and all sorts of different stuff.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really fun.
Like being able to grow like little amounts of like my own food.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't like they ate it all the time. It was just like a fun little thing that they could do. They also at one point grew watermelon, which was really cool. They grew it in a different area. It was like more of a watermelon patch kind of thing because you can't like do that in like a garden area.
Pot of watermelon.
Exactly, and I think they also, I may be just mistaking large fruit, but they could have also grown pumpkins as well there.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it was really, really cool, and so I've always wanted to have one of those my own, just because it was super fun. I mean, I hated as a kid like helping out my grandparents and like watering their garden and stuff like that, but now I can see a lot more of the appreciation in it.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen the video of that guy who thought he like had grown a watermelon, but it just turned out to be like a massive cucumber?
Really?
Yeah.
That is
this
hilarious.
Guy, like, he just cuts into it, and it's like obviously a cucumber.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's not a watermelon, but it looked from the outside like a watermelon.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Ooh, just 4 balls away, TM100 over at Boulevard Tavern, taking home $40.80. Good job, TM100.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, but you're looking up that giant cucumber. Interesting.
No, where was it?
And so it was one of those cucumbers that have a style that are similar to a watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh, and it just ended up being huge.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
That's so cool. I've never heard of watermelon looking like cucumber looking like a watermelon.
Yeah, I never thought so either, but they get like cucumbers can get like pretty big.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even realize how big cucumbers can become.
This is like the size of a child.
Yeah, this dude's like kneeling next to a cucumber, and it's
He's like holding it up like it was a big catch or something.
Yeah, that is crazy. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, though, to get enrolled in this next game. That minor jackpot has clicked up from 52 to 56. Hopefully, we could give it out right here, right now. But don't miss out on it. Just 1 minute and 50 seconds to do so.
This isn't the exact one, but this is how you
it's
can
what
see.
It looked like, kind of thing. It was very, very close. And I didn't realize how round that a cucumber can get.
Yeah. I'll have to find the video for you sometime. But
that's super, super funny. But, yeah, it's National Gardening Day. So if you have a garden, definitely get out there, get some prep happening for this springtime. Yeah. Or if you want to start a garden, you've always been thinking about starting one, it's no better time than now to get started on that so you can be prepped up for when the weather is ready to handle some.
Oh, yeah. But next up on our national days, we got another fun one because it's National Dolphin Day. Each year on April 14th, National Dolphin Day recognizes the social and intelligent mammals of the water.
Okay. I mean, dolphins are some of the most interesting mammals to ever exist. Like, they're so intelligent.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
They're also kind of scary in a way. Like, they kill sharks.
Yeah. No, they are, like, and they also are just, like, not the best animal, like, to be swimming with. They're very well, like, you can train them up and stuff like that. Like those.
You can. They'll still grab your clothes and just drag you under the water.
Yeah, dolphins are crazy. But let's look up some dolphin fun facts. Have you ever swam with dolphins?
No, it kind of scared me.
Oh, I've done it. I like them. They're super cute. They're super nice. And
I don't think they had something like that going on at SeaWorld when I went or anything like that.
Really? I don't think I did it at SeaWorld. I did it at some other little thing.
That makes sense. Like, that's like the only way I would have been able to, because I went to SeaWorld like a couple times.
Okay. But we do have some fun facts about dolphins, 10 fun facts to be exact. And we'll start with the number 10 fun fact. The number 10 fun fact is that fishing gear is a major threat to dolphins. Okay. Bottlenose dolphins are often killed and accidentally in gill nets, drift nets, and a bunch of different other fishing nets.
Oh, that's sad.
That's really sad. I didn't realize that. So maybe if you're fishing in those areas that could have dolphins, don't use one of those giant drag nets.
Yeah, that'd be very very helpful.
Yeah.
Next one is they can turn off half their brain.
What?
Wow. So they can, like, I know a lot of people that can turn off all of this, but just half?
Just half? That's impressive.
I know usually it's like an on or off thing.
I know.
He's got,
Okay, so how?
Yeah, so like bottlenose dolphins sleep with one half of their brain at a time. And keep one eye open. It's believed they do this to keep an eye out for their group to make sure they stick together and to look out for predators like sharks.
Really?
So they just like actually sleep with one eye open.
That is interesting. So
they couldn't have just like evolved to like have one keep watch every once in a while. They could have just evolved a watch cycle.
I don't know. That's pretty cool though that they can.
Now they're just all on watch
and they just like shut down. I want to do that. I wish I could just sleep with one eye open and like play video games with the other half of my brain. Like it's like,
yeah, you're just like.
And I'm getting my sleep. Am I getting my sleep too?
Yeah, on like half your brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're intelligent like us. Interesting. I've heard this before. Bottlenose dolphins are one of the few species, along with apes and humans, that have the ability to recognize themselves in a mirror. This is considered reflective of their intelligence. Dolphins are also among the few animals that they have been documented using tools. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, they use sponges and they put them over their beaks so they don't get like cut on jagged rocks and stuff.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's see what else they have. Dolphins are chatty animals. Dolphins have some of the most elaborate acoustic abilities in the animal kingdom. They make a variety of sounds, including whistles, clicks, squawks, squeaks, moans, barks, groans, and yelps. I didn't know there was a difference between some of those.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever been around a dolphin, you definitely know this one, that they are chatty. We do have Becky over at Classic Bowl in Coon Rapids taking home $41.40. Good job, Becky. And we are now getting enrolled into a game number 8 of Jackpot Hunter. So get enrolled, press play. But that minor jackpot isn't going to be clicking up in this game from 56, but we'll be able to grow it over that $200 mark. So if it doesn't go out in 56 balls or less, it should be clicking up from 56 to 60. But yeah, no. Dolphins, super, super chatty as animals. You can always hear them making sounds as they're passing the pier and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. SpongeBob had me feel like it was like they had potty mouths.
I can't tell you I know what you're talking about. What happens in?
Remember SpongeBob whenever it's the Escalators and Eels episode. And every time they do the swear, it's the dolphin sound instead.
Oh, okay, yes, I do remember that now. Now what you're talking about with them bleeping it out with dolphin sounds.
Yeah,
that's super, super funny. I still can't believe all the adult jokes that are in SpongeBob.
I know. I don't know how they got away with some of that.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the reason why my parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob while I was a kid.
But all cartoons are like that.
Then when I was older, then they were like, oh, okay. But I think they didn't realize what it was at first, and then they found out and they were like, oh, okay, this is fine. But let's keep on talking about dolphins, as they like to blow bubbles.
Huh.
Yeah, when hunting dolphins produce bubbles to their herd to herd their prey to the surface. They sometimes also use a hunting mechanism called fish whacking, where they use their tails to hit the fish so they can stun them and make them easier to catch.
Imagine you're just a fish swimming along, and you just
just keep swimming,
and then
whoa,
you just get whomped by a dolphin tail.
Yeah, because that's the equivalent of getting whomped by a car.
Yeah, that's crazy. You ever seen the movie Dolphin Tale, where they put the artificial tail?
Yes.
I bet that was the worst nightmare for a fish. The fish in the ocean, they're like, why are you giving it back? Why?
He's deadly. He's going to fish whack me.
He's coming back. You just gave this dolphin a robo-tail. He's coming for me.
Cyborg.
Mecha
dolphin, yeah. I mean, that's really crazy that they're even intelligent enough to use the bubbles that they can blow out to herd those fish to the surface. Really
that's
cool.
Crazy. Let's see. Probably not. Okay, so fish eat dolphins. Dolphins eat fish by they swallow the fish head first, so the fish's spines don't catch in their throat.
Interesting. So they have developed a way of eating fish so that they have no danger from the bones.
Makes sense considering they can't do the Heimlich or anything.
Yeah. I guess they're pretty smart animals, to be honest.
They had to evolve. They're like, all right, we have to find out how to
choking.
Yeah, we need to not die. So it's all right, what if we take the fish and we just eat it the other way?
And it worked out, and they went from there.
All of them are just clicking in a circle, and then they're just
That's funny.
Yeah.
Number 4, they're fast sprinters. Bottlenose dolphins usually are fairly slow swimmers, traveling at about 2 miles per hour. However, they can reach over 30 miles per hour for a brief period.
I'm pretty sure that's how fast they swim when they try and ram into sharks.
That's crazy. That is so fast under the water.
Oh, yeah. And let's see. Next up for dolphin fun facts. Underwater noise pollution is a real threat to dolphins. Marine traffic around the British Isles is amongst the most intense of anywhere in the world. Noise pollution from the naval activity, the oil and gas industry, seismic surveys, and underwater construction can stress and injure the crustaceans. It also severely interferes with their ability to communicate, reproduce, navigate, and find prey, sometimes proving fatal.
Interesting. I mean, that's definitely something that I didn't realize, that noise could affect the environment like that.
Yeah, but I guess it makes sense because dolphins and whales use echolocation.
Yes, it does.
So they do all that clicking. So I guess the noise definitely messes up their main form of communication and travel.
Yeah, well, definitely something to look into. Freshwater dolphins exist. The Amazon River is home to 4 species of river dolphin that are found nowhere else on the world,
in which one of them is pink.
That is awesome. We do have a winner. It's Winner and JJ Play. They both split that $54.60 Musco prize. JJ Play at Charlie's Sports Bar. and Grill, and we got winner over at All-Star Sports.
Oh, yeah, good job to both of those players.
Yeah, and they have like a longer snout than the average dolphin too.
Yeah, and then they're and then a lot of them are like, I think there's one that's like I don't know if that's the pink one right there, but they have like a breed that's like pink.
That's like that pinkish hue kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's really, really cool. I always hate whenever I see flamingos in real life though.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fact that they're not pink.
Yeah.
And that they're more of like an orange
yeah.
color. It always upsets me because I'm like, they're supposed to be pink.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I like to think that in the wild that they are.
Yeah, I would too. But did you know that dolphins can be found from all over the world and in different environments? There are 36 different species of marine dolphins living in nearly all aquatic environments, including oceans, coastal, estuarine, and freshwater, and in temperatures ranging from less than 0 degrees Celsius to more than 30 degrees Celsius. In Britain, bottlenose dolphins are concentrated around the West Wales and eastern Scotland, with the coast of Devon and Cornwall also having pods. Scotland is home to the most northerly pod of bottlenose dolphins around the world.
That's really interesting. Well, hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about dolphins reading that, as I definitely learned a little bit about dolphins as well.
Yeah, definitely a very cool day.
Yeah, but we do have a few more national days as we got Look Up at the Sky Day. On April 14th, Look Up at the Sky Day encourages us to admire the beauty above us. On this day, we all hope for good weather and an opportunity to fill our eyes with the sky from horizon to horizon.
Ah, yeah, nothing better than drop ceiling.
Yeah, good old ceiling.
Heck yeah.
But, I mean, it was beautiful. It was super windy out today, but we had a pretty sunny day over where we're at. And so I definitely took a few looks at the sky, especially because it was so windy, the clouds were cooking across the sky.
Oh, yeah, but it was still, like, mostly clear sky. But, yeah, the clouds were just booking
Yeah, you could see, like, individual clouds, just, like, you could tell where they were going and stuff like that. It was super,
always
super
nice
cool.
I always like it when the weather's like that. Where it's like a clear sky, but the clouds are, just kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of flying around, and they're not like those like,
I feel like
wispy clouds that like actually fully solid clouds.
Yeah, these are like full solid clouds that are just coming
like
across.
painting clouds.
Yeah, like actual, like something you've seen like a picture. Yeah, not like how like Michigan has like two states of either it's like clear blue or just like gray.
Or just gray sky. No, that's how it is. Probably how it is in most of the Midwest, to be honest. But Look Up at the Sky Day encourages you guys to look up at the sky, whether it is during the daytime and you guys are enjoying the beautiful blue sky wherever you at, or you are enjoying a nice nighttime sky, getting that stargazing in. Did you were you one of those people that liked to see the different shapes in the stars and stuff like that?
Like the constellations and stuff?
Yeah.
I always thought it was pretty fun. I used to try and like look for them when I went like camping and stuff.
Yeah, I was never too good at finding them though.
I wasn't too good at finding them.
Because I'd find like 7 Big Dippers like in the sky.
Dang.
And I'd just be like, which one's the Big Dipper? Like, because I'd be like, okay, this one connects into a Big Dipper, this one connects into one, and
you gotta find out which one goes into Ursa Minor.
yeah,
the major.
See, I don't know that stuff. I just
yeah,
went
the Big
for one
Dipper
in
and the
the
Little
shape.
Dipper are parts of they're actually like 2 little parts of different constellations.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know like
You
which
couldn't look
ones.
for the whole picture. Yeah,
No,
makes sense.
Exactly. And I didn't like when I was doing that a lot, I didn't have like a phone or anything.
Oh,
Information is so available nowadays. Like it'd be so easy to just be like, okay, where do I find the blah 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 in the sky?
There's
like,
literally just an app where you go like this and you point it and it'll like
point it
it'll
out for you.
Point it where it is.
That's so cool.
I'm pretty sure it came with my phone.
I probably have it on my phone too then as well, since I do have an iPhone.
Yeah.
But that's super, super cool. I think it's really fun to be able to see those constellations, whatever it is.
Yeah. They're just like, they just pop up.
Are at 52 balls dropped on this one, though. 4 balls away for a few of these players, so it's people still in line to be able to take home this minor jackpot of over $300. Yeah, you'd be taking home $488. That would be really, really nice. But see if it can happen. Need it to go out right here, right now. And we are moving on to $100.20 must-go prize and 1 ball away. Brenda over at Boulevard Tavern taking home $100.20. Definitely not a bad must-go to be taken home.
Definitely not. Good job, Brenda.
Yeah, now we're getting enrolled into a game number 10 of Jackpot Hunter. So keep on getting enrolled, press and play. Hopefully, we can give out this minor jackpot in this game as it's going to be clicking up from 60 to 64.
Woo! But next up on our national days, we got a really fun one because it's National Pecan Day. Each year, National Pecan Day on April 14th celebrates one nut native to the United States. It's also a favorite snack and ingredient across the country. Definitely one of my favorite ingredients out there. I love pecan puffs.
Yeah, yeah. Pecans are super, super tasty. I think I always, whenever I talk about pecans, I always think about the fact that I say pecan pie. And
Oh, but that's different. Saying pecan pie and calling them pecans all the time is different.
yeah, but I call them pecans, and so like I don't know. I don't have what's it called? Consistency through my statements.
Yeah.
And so it confuses me, but I still do it because it's the way it comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I had a kid that I went to high school with, and I had no idea what he was talking about one time. And he called them pecans.
That he never had anyone like talk to him about them and just like called, and so he just like read them and assumed that it was pecans.
Pecans.
That's funny.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about? He's like, pecans, like the nut.
You're like pecans?
Pecans? Like pecans, pecans? Like no, pecans. Pecans sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often.
No.
That's super funny stuff. Well, do you like pecan pie?
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah, big fan of it.
It's
Definitely
pie.
some good stuff. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a little bit of pie.
Is there a bad kind of pie out there?
It's hard to find one.
Yeah, almost impossible, I think.
I bet you I could bring some pies that you wouldn't like if that have been cooked around me that I can for sure guarantee that Will wouldn't like.
Guarantee.
But we do have some more national days. We still have 3 more national days to get through. It's National Ex-Spouse Day. Few marriages end amicably. Each year on April 14th, National Ex-Spouse Day encourages those who have dissolved a marriage to forgive their former spouse and move beyond any anger or bitterness that may remain, and even those that do aren't free from angst or regret.
Oh yeah, definitely important. There's no reason to kind of just like if you guys just weren't kind of like meant to be and it just didn't work out.
Exactly.
Maybe it's just things are just better like that, you know?
Yeah, I think there's too many times does it happen where you stop seeing what drew you to that person and the kind of good relationship that you had, and at the end of a relationship like that, you only see the negatives in their personality or whatever it is, and so being able to resolve that kind of stuff is definitely important.
Oh yeah.
We do have still a few more national days, as it's National Pan America Day.
Oh yeah, National Pan American Day on April 14th each year commemorates the first International Conference of American States, which concluded on April 14th in 1890. The observance takes place during Pan American Week.
Interesting. I didn't know about that.
It's basically the meeting of all the countries of all of the Americas. So, like North America and like all of South America.
Really,
so, like,
really cool. Yeah, so like the U.S.,
As
Canada, Mexico, Brazil. I mean, I'm probably saying things that aren't countries now. But yeah, super, super cool stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely awesome. Well, happy National Pan America Day. We do have National Reach as High as You Can Day. Definitely a good one. National Reach as High as You Can Day on April 14th. Encourage us to evaluate our goals and do our best to reach them.
Oh yeah, definitely a very important day. Kind of makes you I don't know, it kind of like look inwards and
and you always want to. A lot of times, I find myself in the same boat as I just downplay a lot of stuff, and I'll be like, oh, I can't do this. Like there's no shot I'll ever be able to do something like this in my life, and that's not the right thing to have, because you should just be be in the moment and reach as high as you can.
Yeah, and don't doubt yourself as much, and just kind of believe
Yeah, we do have a jackpot, though. It's over $600. Pokey over at Castle Rock Bar and Grill, taking home $597 on the minor, $167 on the must-go, and you're combining those together to get a really, really nice prize, over $700 on that one. Good job, Pokey.
We have a jackpot today.
We do. We actually have a real jackpot over $600. Definitely some good stuff in this game number 10. We are now getting rolled into a game number 11, so keep on getting rolled, press and play. We want to give out a few more minor jackpots before this night is up.
Oh yeah, but as you guys get enrolled into this next game, we got some really fun some Twins news for you guys.
Yeah.
And the Twins are currently 2-4. Kershaw, what a guy, took a perfect game through 7 innings for the Dodgers until he was pulled after 80 pitches. Pulled after 80, interesting. Dominating the Twins with 13 strikeouts and 21 batters during a 7-0 victory Wednesday.
I mean, at least it was against Kershaw.
It's Kershaw. Yeah, I can understand.
He's the most talented pitcher in MLB,
and he has been for
so long, for the last decade, it feels like. And so I'm not that upset that he did this. He has nights like this where he's just unhittable, and so it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is a very destructive force, and proved that his health wasn't going to be concerned after getting injured last year.
Yeah, played since 2008. Yeah,
he's been just dominating since then.
Monster since
yeah, how many perfect games has he thrown?
Oh, let me see.
I wonder if it's multiple.
Oh. Let's see. He has. Well, he got pulled during his perfect game.
Oh, so he's never had a true perfect game?
Nope. Technically, has Kershaw had a perfect game? But he has never thrown a perfect game, and his best chance at accomplishing that exceptionally rare feat may have disappeared thanks to circumstances including a manager's decision, his age, and recent injury history, and possibly even the owner-imposed lockout that threw Major League Baseball into uncertainty. This is the closest he has. He could have done it possibly, but they pulled him.
That's insane. I can't believe it. But hey, our Twins. Hopefully we can get back going again, getting some wins.
But good job, Twins, for not letting Kershaw throw a perfect game for you guys.
Exactly. We didn't want the first perfect game for Kershaw to be against the Twins. But our Twins are going to be taking on the Red Sox tomorrow at 1:10 p.m. It should be a really good game. And we'll see if there's any predictions on this game. But you want to tell them about where they are in the game.
Oh, yeah, it looks like you guys have balls dropping right now. That minor jackpot hasn't clicked in quite yet, but there's a $47 must-go prize. That major prize is sitting at $7,637 that you take home in 49 balls or less, and that mega prize is sitting ominously in the background at $100,000 that you can take home in 43 balls or less.
All right, well, here is a little Minnesota Twins versus the Boston Red Sox prediction for their matchup on April 16th. Should be a fun one, but let's see who is going to be that key player that they're talking about. And they said Sonny Gray. This will be Sonny Gray's second start of the season. He started on April 9th against the Seattle Mariners, wherein he struck out 4 batters, gave up 4 base hits, and earned 2 earned runs and a homer in 4 and 2/3 innings of work. He currently has a 3.86 ERA and a WHIP of 1.229.
Wow. All right. So it looks like we have a Minnesota Twins predicted lineup. It looks like our starting pitcher, we're going to have Sonny Gray. First up is going to be Byron Baxton, center field. Carlos Carrera, shortstop. Jorge Polanco is going to be second base. Giovanni Urshela is going to be at third base. Gary Sanchez is going to be our designated hitter. Max Kepler is going to be right field. We got Miguel Sano at first base. Ryan Jeffers is going to be catching for us. In left field, we got Nick Gordon.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. The key player for the Boston Red Sox is going to be Rafael Devers. Interesting. He is still racking as we speak. He leads the Boston Red Sox in RBIs and base hits with 5 and 9 respectively.
Oh yeah, but we got a couple winners with Nunya 79 over at Beck's Pub and 3 beers over at Sheps on 6. They'll be splitting up that $47 Musco prize. Good job to both those players.
Yeah, in a game number 11, we're getting rolled into game number 12. Hopefully, you guys can get a win in this one, as this is one of our lucky game numbers that we had. We had 12 and 2, already played game number 2, where Dana got the win. Now, we'll see who can get the lucky win in this game number 12. That minor jackpot closing in on $100. If it can get over $100, it will be clicking up next game from 52 to 56. But we do have the Boston Red Sox projected lineup for Saturday.
Oh yeah, our starting pitcher, they are going to have Nick Pivetta. For center field, they're going to have Enrique Hernandez. Second, and for third base, we have Rafael Denver. Shortstop is going to be Xander Bogaerts. JD Martinez is going to be our designated hitter. Alex Verdugo is going to be left field. Trevor Story is going to be at second base. Bobby Dalbec, first base. Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to be right field. And Christian Vasquez is going to be our catcher.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens in that game. Should be some really, really interesting stuff.
Yeah, man, I miss JD Martinez.
Where did he used to play for the Tigers or something?
Yeah, he used to play for the Tigers.
Ah, makes sense. But hopefully our Twins can get the win on Saturday at 1:10 p.m. And you guys can support our Minnesota Twins by playing the great eTab game, Twins Win. Play wherever you are playing Pilot games at and see if you can pick that lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round.
Oh, yeah, but you guys just had a lot of fun earlier today playing some Twins bingo.
Yeah, you were right there with them trying to give out that 17-grand jackpot, and you just let it grow to 18 grand and didn't even give it out.
Yeah, I decided otherwise. And I was just like, let's not give them the money.
Selfish, that's really what that is.
I was going for 20. I thought they'd appreciate it later.
Let's go for 40. But we do have the player standings in the striking zone that that is
oh, yeah, we've had a lot of shakeups in these standings.
Yeah.
Kicking off in 10th place, previously in 9th. Getting pushed back, it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 87,000 points. With 88,000 points in 9th place, previously in 10th, and jumping forward, it's Else over at Titan Sports Saloon. In 8th place, previously in 7th, getting pushed back, it's Daggle11 over at Polar Lounge with 89,000 points. They got pushed back by 7th place, previously in 8th, Brizo over at Atomic Star Tavern, who's shortly outside of that 100,000 point club with 90,000 points. But kicking off our 100,000 point club in 6th place is GGZ over at the Mini with 106,000 points. In 5th place, previously in 4th, getting pushed back out of a 2-way tie is Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern with 114,000 points. With 115,000 points pushing them back, it's 4th place in previously in 5th, Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 115,000 points.
Yeah, definitely a close race right there between Yo-Yo and Bobo. Two names that sound kind of familiar. It's similar to each other, Yo-Yo and Bobo.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They are virtually tied in these standings. Any shakeup can happen as they flipped the last 2 days.
Oh, yeah. In 3rd place, we got Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 128,000 points. Only 3,000 points behind 2nd place Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, who just recently passed him up, who's currently sitting with 131,000 points. But in 1st place with 162,000 points is Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley.
Yeah, good job to all those players. Let's talk about the locations, though. In 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 112,000 points. With 120,000 points in 9th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. 8th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 144,000 points. With 153,000 points in 7th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal. 6th place is Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 203,000 points. With 221,000 points in 5th place, we got Eagles Rochester. 4th place is Corner Bar in Goodhue with 247,000 points. With 278,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place, we get into that 300,000 point club with 338,000 points. We got Corky's Bar South Haven. In 1st place, in the 500,000 point club, and it's pretty close to getting to the 600,000 point club. That's VFW Spring Lake Park with 580,000 points.
That is a ridiculous lead.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. I can't believe that they've been able to accumulate that many points. But we'll see if any other players can get after at some of these other locations. Because, I mean, you got Corky's Bar South Haven having 2 of the top 3 players there. That we could be seeing them accumulate points fast in this second half.
Oh, yeah, that could definitely happen.
But it's going to be a tough one. I mean, 580 points, not easy to exceed. We do have a winner, though, in this game.
Oh, yeah, we got Mike over at Roadside Blaine taking home $47 on that Musco prize. Good job, Mike.
Yeah, I can't believe our cat got over there.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I said, good job, Mike, and I was like, oh.
You're like, oh, I say that to the cat all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, Mike got on the couch. I was like, ooh, good job, Mike.
Exactly. That's so funny. But good job, Mike. $47 going into your pocket. Really nice stuff. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 13. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. And while you guys are waiting, you can also check out the e-tabs that we have. We have a bunch of different e-tabs that are super, super fun.
Oh, yeah. We're listening to some easy money right now. It's definitely got a really cool sound to it, but it's also a lot of fun. It's got a whole bank robbery theme going on with it. You got all your tools on your left-hand side, so you can plan out your heist. But if that isn't quite your thing, we do have over 50 different charitable e-tab games that you can check out. You can play anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and they all have awesome bonus and free play rounds. And with that 85% payout, there's no reason not to check them out. You guys definitely need to.
Yeah, definitely. Some great stuff there. I mean, you can find so many different themes there. So many different options. I mean, easy money is just one of the very few great options that we have. Do you have one that you want to highlight?
Martian Invasion.
Martian Invasion, always a good one to highlight. It's got a great theme, definitely. Great character designs as well with that Martian on it. Definitely some good stuff. I personally am right now a big Winter Wonderland guy. Yeah, you know, I don't normally highlight Winter Wonderland, and I feel like it should get a little bit more talk. Definitely a good game. So check out all of our different e-tab games to see which one you like the best. We did have a little bracket for March Madness of all of our e-tab games, and Buku Bucks ended up being the #1 e-tab game out of all.
Honestly, I really was thinking of Vikings victory.
Oh, it was actually the sports one that was close to winning was Wild Wildlife was second. The one that came in third was Let's Go Wild.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the closest one to going big.
Makes sense considering right now we are in the wild season.
Oh, for sure.
I'm glad you guys are supporting them depending on which season of the sports we're in.
Yeah, definitely. Just 16 seconds, though, to get enrolled into this next game, a game number 13. That minor jackpot has clicked up from 52 to 56, and so we'll see if we can give it out in this one. And it doesn't look like we're going to get it over $200, so we won't be seeing it click up if it doesn't go out in that ball count. But we do have a little bit of music history on today. And in 2018, Beyonce, who had canceled the previous year because of her pregnancy, headlined at Coachella in a lavish fashion. With over 70 performers and a reunion of Destiny's Child, she became the first black woman to headline the festival.
Wow, I can't believe 2018. That was a while.
Yeah, that's definitely some crazy stuff. Beyonce, though, one of those people that I mean, she's a really good artist. I can say that.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to a lot of her music. But I definitely want to go see her live at some point in my life. Like, I've just seen, she just seems like an elite performer, and like it would be wrong of me to not go see like one of the greatest of all time kind of things. While I can, even though it's not necessarily the genre that I love. Beyonce just puts on one of those best like performing shows.
Oh yeah. I know. I keep seeing videos on like Tyler the Creator shows, and he cracks me up.
Oh, Tyler the Creator is hilarious.
Because he'll just like focus on one person.
He hates on the crowd,
and he'll just go after them.
He doesn't like his fans.
No,
he like is mean to his fans.
And like honestly,
it makes me like him better.
Yeah, like it's kind of like,
it makes me more of a fan.
Because like in my opinion, like the way he's like kind of doing it, it's like everyone there knows what they are getting into. They're going to a Tyler the Creator show, knowing what they are getting into. It's like going to like Dick's Ras Resort.
Yes,
and like you're like, oh, they put a hat on me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, come on.
No, that's just gonna happen. We are at 54 balls dropped on this one. Only 2 balls away. We'll see if it can go out right here.
We got Arnie.
This is our last shot. Doesn't look like it. We're moving on to a $61.60 must-go prize. But we'll see if any of these great players who are 2 balls away can take it home nice and early. But, yeah, Beyonce, one of those great performers. And it was really cool to see a reunion of Destiny's Child.
Yeah, that must have been really cool. Ooh, there we go. We got Arnie over at Howie Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $61 on that must-go prize. Good job, Arnie.
Yeah, and that means we are growing that minor prize once again. Like I said, though, it's not going to be clicking up from 56 to 60. It's staying at that 56 ball count. But if it gets over $200, which I'm assuming will happen, it will be clicking up, not in this game, but in the next one, to 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but we got another part of music history for you guys. In this one, Logic, born Bobby Hall, he kind of looks like a Bobby, becomes the first rapper with a New York Times bestseller when his novel Supermarket tops the paperback trade fiction list.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that's a really cool accomplishment. Someone who did so well in the rap industry.
Yeah.
Then pursued writing, I guess.
Yeah, and like he it actually was about this person who goes to work at a supermarket, hoping it like will help him and with extra income and like things will get easier in life. And then it's basically just him going like crazy in the supermarket. It's like a psychological thriller, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's see. Is Supermarket based on Logic's life at all? The rapper, whose real name is Bobby Hall, has branched out to develop a novel, but it doesn't look like it's about his life. Is it good? The reviewer, Chud, declares it is one of the most electrifying, fascinating, and breathtaking books I've ever read.
Interesting.
Super cool. Even another writer said this book may very well help other people out of their own supermarket.
Yeah. So like the synopsis of this book is Flynn is stuck, depressed, recently dumped, and living at his mom's house. The supermarket was supposed to change all that, an ordinary job and a steady check. Work isn't work when it's saving you from yourself, but things aren't quite as they seem in these aisles. Arriving to work one day to a crime scene, Flynn's world collapses as the secrets of his tortured mind are revealed, and Flynn doesn't want to go looking for answers at the supermarket because something there seems to be looking for him. A darkly funny psychological thriller.
Really? That's super interesting.
It actually sounds good. I kind of want to order it.
Yeah, I want to read it now because that definitely seems like an entertaining book to read, as well as being written by a well-known artist. Always makes me a little skeptical about the book because I'm like, oh, a rapper writing a book, and then I just assume that's going to be about his life kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's completely not about his life, and then you read the review saying that it's fascinating, interesting, breathtaking kind of stuff. I want to read this thing now.
Yeah, I want to hear what's going on with this Flynn guy.
Yeah, the good old supermarket.
Yeah.
How can I get out of my own supermarket? But
sometimes you just gotta wait for the door to go ding ding.
Exactly. That's. Do I tell you what I hate? There's so many people that don't know what's the right door to go into in the supermarket.
The left side.
The left side.
It's every time. The entrance is always on the left on all of those buildings.
I know. And we drive that way. No,
we're on the right side of the road.
We're on the right side of the road. The rest of the world drives that way.
They do.
Yeah. I guess I get it now that I'm thinking about it, that we drive on the opposite side of the road and they go into the right side, but still it's every grocery store. It's every grocery store.
At that point, it's just not looking up. You just read.
Yeah, it says enter here. But we'll move on from that. Enough about supermarkets and grocery stores. Let's talk about PGL, because just last night we had a PGL night, and if you're signed up at PGL.world, you can earn points on those PGL nights. You don't just compete for points, though. You can also have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it.
Oh, yeah, but when you also sign up, you also get spotlighted in our new PGL member spotlight, where we give you guys a little bit of extra luck and see if we can get you guys into those PGL standings. We got some players who did just that, including Shay, Sarah Mike E, Law, JP Wife, Tech Raven, H Guzzy, Boom Shaka, Papa G, It's G, Mario 81, as well as DL 1982.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. What's the first villain from the Tom Holland Spider-Man series?
Tom.
With the hot guy that collects up the debris from the first Avengers movie.
Oh, are you talking about the Vulcan?
Is that what it's called? Vulcan? I want to remember what it is, because whenever I read Tech Raven...
No, the Vulture.
Vulture, that's what it is. He's the Vulture.
Not the Vulcan. Ugh.
Yeah, and whenever I read Tech Raven, I always just think it's like an off-brand Vulture. We do have a winner, though. It's Bull over at Corner Bar and Good. You take it home $54.60.
Oh, it is the Vulture, and Curtis, that would be Michael Keaton.
Yeah, definitely a really fun villain, but I didn't like the way they did it.
I wasn't even thinking about Homecoming at all. I was thinking about Spider-Man's first appearance in Civil War.
Oh,
and that's why I wasn't even thinking about first movie, because then I was thinking about Homecoming, a second movie.
Yes,
and then I was like, ugh.
That makes sense. But Tech Raven, it just makes me think of like Invincible.
Invincible's version of Vulture.
Yes.
Or maybe like Vulture's buddy.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah,
Tech Raven. But definitely a great name to get signed up with, and I love all the creative names that come from that. And we got a bunch of creative names even in our PGL standings, and those are the players that have been earning points all season long. So I might as well get into it.
Oh, yeah.
In 10th place in the player side of these standings, getting bumped back actually from 9th into 10th, we got Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi Gilbert with 863,970 points. With 903,545 points in 9th place. Getting bumped back from 8th into 9th, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville. 8th place, moving from 10th into 8th, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin, closing in on the 1 million point club with 940,555 points. Now let's get into that 1 million point club, because another person that got bumped back from 6th into 7th, we got Ted over at Sunshine Depot with 1,025,474 points. Ooh. Also getting bumped back from 4th into 6th, we got High Rising Bridezone, not living up to his name over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,035,925 points. With 1,336,955 points. Moving up from 7th into 5th, we got Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern. Moving from 5th into 4th, we got Forget You D over at Eagles Austin with 1,146,730 points. With 1,324,160 points in 3rd place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 2nd place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,565,770 points. And the number 1 player, Bam Bam, over at Stewartville Legion Post with 1,735,555 points.
Woo, good job to all those players in those standings. But on the location side of things, in 10th place is Neighbors Pub Dover in Dover with 3,041,675 points. In 9th place, previously in 8th, we got Beck's Pub and Becker with 3,227,199 points. In 8th place, previously in 6th, getting pushed back a little bit, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 3,327,914 points. In 7th place, previously in 5th, also getting pushed back, we got BFW Northfield with 3,378,480 points. In 6th place, previously in 9th, the largest riser in these location standings, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 3,412,815 points. In 5th place, previously in 7th, jumping forward as well, we got Blasco's MC Bar St. Peter with 3,582,698 points. In fourth place is American Legion Cleveland with 3,782,395 points.
Yeah, the next closest to getting into that 4 million point club.
Oh, yeah.
But they'll need a big push to be able to get into that 4 million point club, as they still need over 200,000 points to get there.
Oh, yeah, and then even after they get there, they'll still have to get over 355,000 points to catch up, because third place, Neeson's Gaylord, is currently sitting with 4,355,610 points. In second place, previously in first, getting pushed back out of first place for the first time in a while now. But they're not. It's not something new to them. They've been jumping around in first and second for a little bit. Third, we got Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 5,395,844 points. And in first place, pushing them back, previously in second, we got Billy's Rockford with 5,396,299 points. Not too far ahead. That is basically a tie.
That's what I was about to say. Virtually a tie. Only 400 points honestly, separating the two.
This is. I don't think it's good for Billy's Rockford, because Third Row Bar and Grill has been in this same spot plenty of times.
Oh, they did it with Neeson's Gaylord. They went back and forth for a while.
But see, Neeson's Gaylord, every time they got a lead, they had a Billy's Rockford lead. But every time Third Rail Bar and Grill would get a lead, they would get the lead and then extend it.
Yeah.
And making it harder for Neeson's Gaylord to catch up, and then they would barely catch up, and then Third Rail Bar and Grill would do the same thing.
But or is it going to happen where, like, Tuesdays, Third Rail Bar and Grill takes it, but then Billy's Rockford on Wednesdays keeps on separating it? Yeah. I don't know. It could happen the opposite. We do have a winner, though. Woo! It is a jackpot win. It's Emily over at Lucky's Tavern in Pequot Lakes, taking home $388. Add on that $99.60. You'll be taking home a really, really nice prize on this one.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Emily.
Yeah, $487. No, $488 actually, and 10 cents.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, definitely a good prize there. Hopefully, you guys are still getting enrolled into this next game, because we are getting enrolled into a game number 16. Definitely some good stuff here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to do so. But we were talking about the PGL standings, and to completely move away from bingo, I'm going to do a little humble brag real quick. And that's that Big John, one of our fellow broadcasters, he just sent me a picture with one of Tampa Bay's defensive tackles, and just was like, oh, hey, Will Golston says go green. He former Michigan State player, and I was like, that's awesome. And then proceeded to tell me,
is he helping them put the computer together? Or?
I don't. That's funny. But then he says that he has now invited us to a Bucks game to go sit in his suite. And so I'm like, I'm off the wall right now. Like, I'm like, I want to go to a Bucks game.
Do you think we could put me in like one of those like stretching machines or something?
Yeah.
I could just like be a Ruggles after.
Yeah, we'll just stretch you out real quick.
Yeah.
Those licorice stretchers, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that'd work out really great. It's either that or like a steamroller. Give me a little nice.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look just like one of us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flat
Hey, you'll look more like my dad than we do with your black hair.
Yeah. That's fair.
But we are getting enrolled into a game number 16, so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. Press play. But that would be awesome. I haven't went to an NFL game in so long.
I don't think I've been to an NFL game.
Have you really never been to an NFL game?
Not an NFL game. I've been to MLB. I've been to hockey, NHL games. I've been to a couple NBA games. A couple Pistons games.
I almost went to a Red Wings game. That would have been my first professional hockey game that I had ever been to. And I ended up not, because we were going to go this one year, and then they ended up being bad. And it was like the first year that they were bad. And
it was just like, oh, this is fine. We're just in a down year right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Next year we'll be right back on it, because it's the Red Wings. It's how we are.
Exactly.
And then it's just like.
And then it just kept on happening. And so then I never ended up going to a Red Wings game. And so that's my story, but that's my villain origin story.
That's okay. My dad's is that he kept putting off going to see Queen concerts, because he was like, oh, they always come to California. I'll be good.
Oh yeah.
And then,
they stopped coming to California.
Yeah.
No, all that. But What was I talking about? We were talking about going to professional sports games and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you guys are really lucky.
Yeah, I want to go to a Bucks game. That would be really, really fun. But what do you remember your first professional sports game that you went to?
Yeah, Angels game.
The first time I went to one, and it's so funny to think of my comprehension of the game, because I thought it was a bunch of like little people like playing a game, like it was a bunch of little kids out there playing like a football game.
Because I
was up in like the nosebleed section, and I was at the Jacksonville Jaguars game. That was the first NFL football
really
game
cool.
that I went to.
That's a fun
one. And so then we went up there. It was back when they had Maurice Jones-Drew, and he was like a little bowling ball of a running back going around, and so it was super, super fun. But I didn't even know like that it was like grown adults playing the game.
Oh man,
it was so funny when I actually realized that game that I went to wasn't a bunch of just like kids running around. That was actually grown men. But in my head, it was just like, oh, look at that. Look at all these kids running around.
It's like, Dad, why can't I be down there?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, man, no, all these other parents signed them up.
Yeah, I actually have a signature from Maurice Jones-Drew when he was a rookie.
That's really cool.
I went to their little kids camp that they had, and I got one of those T-shirts. And all the rookies and like first, second year players were there, like coaching up the kids and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And a lot of NFL programs have that kind of thing, and it's really, really fun. But I got the signature, and so I got a signature from Maurice Jones-Drew. And what's even more fun is that it was huge on me when I was a kid, and it still fits to today.
Oh, that's great. That's how sports memorabilia should be.
I know. It was
My dad
really
got
cool.
me my dad got me an Angels shirt, and it's like a whole like jersey. It's an
Oh,
Angels jersey,
yeah.
and it has like Anderson on the back. And
That's
then, like,
super fun.
And so like I've had that since I was a kid.
Well, we have IBS over at McGillie's Cubbies taking home $40.80 in this game number 16. Now we're getting enrolled into game number 17. So make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. Press play so you can win some must-go prizes, as well as hopefully a minor jackpot that will be available in this game right here.
Oh yeah.
But I need to go to a NHL game, and so my big one is I now want to go to a Wild game. That would be super, super fun, especially just because of how good they are right now and the talent that they have. And they've been super talented this season, as they went 45, 21, and 6 so far this season. Kevin Fiala and Ryan Hartman each scored twice, and the Minnesota Wild beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-1 on Tuesday night in a matchup of two of NHL's hottest teams. Frederick Gaudreau also scored for Minnesota, which improved to 11-1-2 in its last 14 games. The Wild have scored at least 3 goals in all but one of these contests. Tied with St. Louis for the second place in the Central Division with a game in hand, Minnesota is 9-0-1 in the past 10 home games.
Oh, yeah, but if you guys want to support them, they'll be playing tonight against the Dallas Stars at 8 o'clock. So if you guys want to show them a little bit of support, you can play some Let's Go Wild today at your favorite Minnesota bar and check out that Slapshot bonus round.
Yeah, definitely a super, super fun game, but we do have some action that's happening with this game. Yeah, for this one, it looks like Minnesota is tough to stop with the puck. Yeah, I can completely agree with that. That's their thing. Goalies and blue line keep Dallas in the playoff race. So Dallas is competing for a playoff spot, so they have a lot more to lose right now.
Oh, yeah.
But the most notable thing is that Minnesota is 2-6 in their last 8 games against the Central Division teams, while Dallas is 4-1 in the last 5 games against the Western Conference teams, and the Stars are also 22-9 in their last 31 games on their home ice.
Wow.
So they've been really talented on their home ice, but does look like and we haven't done well against the Central Division over our last few games, but we're just a better team.
I think so as well, and honestly, I really think that we're going to show up on the ice, and we're going to show them out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it's going to come down to.
I really, really think so. And the over-under is 6 goals. Do you think there's going to be more or less than 6 goals being taken?
Let's see. I'll take under.
You're going to take the under?
I think it'll be 5.
All right.
I think it'll
like
be
a 2-3 kind of game,
3-2 Minnesota,
or 1-4 kind of thing.
Yeah,
okay.
3-2 Minnesota.
3-2 Minnesota. I'm going to go with a little bit more of a dominating win. Go with the over on the 6, and I'm going to say it's going to be a 5-2 victory, Minnesota.
Okay.
Should be a good stuff, so make sure you guys are staying tuned, sticking around at your bars, watching your wild take on the stars.
Oh, yeah, but we've got a really fun fishing report coming at you guys, and this one's coming at you from Lake of the Woods Tourism by Outdoors Weekly, and it was recorded on April 11th. Up at the Northwest Angles, resorts have pulled fish houses off for the year. Some residents are still ice fishing with collapsible houses. Man, I don't know how. Based on strong ice fishing, walleyes are good in numbers and should be active come the May 14th fishing opener. But yeah, if you are still going out on the ice somehow, like
yeah, I mean, this is like the last place in Minnesota that's melting, and so I understand why there are some people out there, but be safe. Be really safe on that ice, definitely. And I'm just super excited to get the actual open water open again because it looks like it's going to be a really good fishing season, especially early on.
Oh, yeah, it'll be definitely really fun. But like you do when you catch a big fish, make sure you guys are taking pictures of those massive jackpots you guys get. We love to see the pictures that you guys send with your guys' faces in those jackpot message. You can even send us pictures of you guys playing with your friends or even your favorite bartender. And you can share your pictures on Facebook by emailing them to us at jackpots@pilotgames or by putting them on your Facebook, Instagram, or any of your social medias with the hashtag #PilotGames.
Yeah, we love those player picks, and getting to show them off is definitely super, super fun. But we're at 50 balls dropped in this game. We're trying to give it out in 52 balls or less, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it. Let's see if it happens. No. 53 balls now. That means we're trying to give out a $45.20 Musco prize as we got Megan on our way. SMH, Brother Nat, Seahawk, all trying to take this one home. What do you think about the Seahawks trading away Russell Wilson?
Interesting move.
Super Bowl contending. And actually, what's even better is he got traded over to one of Mrs. Yag's favorite teams, one of our big-time players, the Broncos. Yeah, a fun little fact, that is Mrs. Yag's favorite team. We do have a winner, Tony over at Willie McCoy's of Andover, and Chuck over at Poppers, taking home that Musco prize of $45.20.
Oh, yeah, good job to both those players. That is very interesting.
Does it feel?
It's a weird team for him to be going to.
Yeah, it feels like it could just be wishful thinking, but it feels a lot like the Peyton Manning.
The Peyton Manning trade, exactly.
Yeah, going over to Denver where they had a stacked roster, but they were just missing the quarterback, and then it feels very similar to that.
Yeah, but then, look at it for, the years after that.
Yeah, it really struggled after that.
After that, it was just a revolving doors for quarterbacks going through there.
But
and they never stayed more than 2 years max.
Yeah, I mean that was what stunk about taking on Peyton Manning at the time. Peyton Manning was at the end of his career. Russell Wilson, on the other hand,
he's got time.
I still think he's got around 6 years.
I was going to say 6-7 years in him.
Yeah, especially with the way that Tom Brady has been setting the tone in the league of playing for a really long time.
Playing till you need a walker, basically.
Yeah.
And he even didn't even we thought we were done too. We were like, oh yeah, finally after all this time, old man Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally going into retirement. And it's like, nope. I guess he didn't want that Rolex quite yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's already 44 years old and has said he thinks he can play till he's 50. He said that in an interview with Gronk before.
I mean, there's kickers that do.
Yeah, but quarterback, that's ridiculous.
Like hunters.
Yeah, really, really impressive stuff.
Do you think he's gonna try and keep Gronk the whole time?
Yeah, it does feel like they are just gonna stay together for the whole careers. Like whenever Tom Brady retires, that's gonna be when Gronk retires.
Yeah, I think that's when Gronk will finally just be like, all right, only commercials for me now.
How dare they though, give someone a name Gronk and make him so similar to Kronk, I feel like they're the same person. They just get dressed up different.
Do you think Tom Brady Eastmo when he's telling Gronk when to go? He's like,
pull the lever, Gronk.
It's like telling him what play to run. Wrong post, Gronk.
Exactly. That's what it feels. That's definitely what it is. That's awesome. But yeah, super interesting. Just because Seahawk got me thinking about Russell Wilson trade and stuff like that, heading over to the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I didn't know that trade happened. That's awesome, though.
I'll be really interested to see which of those wide receivers that are pretty young and talented, which one of them like ends up blowing up because of getting that number one wide receiver.
Yeah, I was going to say
number one quarterback.
Yeah, which one like whichever one Russell Wilson, like whichever one he like decides is like
whichever one he meshes with the best or whatever it is.
I'm excited to see how that works.
Yeah, it should be really interesting, and so make sure you guys are staying tuned with the NFL, and our Vikings are doing a little action as they're currently on track for 2 2023 compensatory picks.
While we're waiting for the 2022 NFL Draft, it's never too early to start looking a little further ahead and what the future could bring to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have been a little bit more active in free agency this year than a lot of people expected, and it appears that as of now, they're on track to receive a couple extra picks in 2023. According to the folks over at Over the Cap, the Vikings can receive a pair of 2023 sixth-round picks based on the net losses they've experienced in free agency this year. The 6 rounders that the Vikings are projected to receive by the OTC folks come from the losses of safety Xavier Woods and offensive lineman Mason Cole. The loss of linebacker Nick Vigil was not large enough annual salary to trigger a pick for his loss.
Okay, Minnesota's biggest signing from the free agency period is defensive lineman Harrison Phillips. Cancels out the loss of tight end Tyler Conklin in the in the pick formula, according to Over the Cap. The lower tier free agents that the Vikings have signed so far this offseason have not been able to cancel out either Woods' loss or Cole's loss in the formula. It's true, nobody knows exactly what the pick formula looks like, but Over the Cap has been pretty darn accurate in their projections over the years, and if they say the Vikings are on track for a couple of extra picks in the 2023 draft, I tend to believe them. It is a long way off yet, but it is still something to mention.
Oh, yeah, and we got K. Bjorn only one ball away over at Commander Bar, taking home $52 on that must-go prize. Good job, K. Bjorn.
Yeah, good stuff, and that means we are getting into a game number 19 of the broadcast. We're going to be trying to give out this prize in 56 balls or less on this one, but we have a little 7-round mock draft that was done just a little bit ago, actually just a few hours ago. And let's see, this is the mock draft done by, see if I can find
the author.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, at round 1, pick number 10. They're saying we select Kyle Hamilton. We trade with the New York Jets for the number 10 and 111 selection for us to trade away the 12, 77, and 191 pick in the draft. Interesting. They said the best available players at that time would be Charles Cross, offensive tackle, cornerback Derek Stingley Jr., wide receiver Drake London, or wide receiver Jamison Williams. I love the pick of getting Kyle Hamilton. I think that's one of those positions that the gap between him and the next best safety is pretty large.
Yeah, it's a large gap. It's like the gap between like Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley Jr., and then
the next cornerback after that.
Yeah, he's pretty far down.
Yeah, but he's at like the top of that pedestal, and to add in someone who can really help out in one of those niche positions could definitely help.
Oh yeah, and it looks like for round 2, pick number 46, they're going to be going for wide receiver Christian Watson.
Okay, so with no corner worth selection here, and the linebacker Devin Lloyd unlikely to be there, taking a well-rounded wide receiver is a great long-term plan. Watson is still has room to grow as a technician, but has elite athleticism and blocking ability that will help him get on the field early.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, next up on their list is round number 4, so we don't have a pick in round number 3 in this one, and that's pick 111 from Mississippi State, cornerback Martin Emerson. Emerson is being available here is a steal for the Vikings. So the likelihood of him being there is a little bit less, but would be a nice play. A player that can contribute early and often. He thrives in zone coverage where he can read what is in front of him. He also does well in press coverage when he can get physical with the wide receivers.
All right, next up, round 5. pick number 156, Missouri cornerback Caleb Evans.
Yeah.
It looks like Evans is a really nice developmental corner. While he will thrive in the zone coverage, he's a projection with man coverage and ball skills. A great dart throw in the 5th round.
Yeah, I think throwing if we don't take a cornerback early in the draft, I would rather us wait a little bit in the draft
and then further on,
and then just throw like they said, just throw a few darts at the cornerback position and see if one of them can step up and be that starting level cornerback. And I don't mind this pick either. Next up on their list though is round 6, pick number 184. That's South Dakota State running back Pierre Strong Jr. Haven't heard of this guy. There's a late round running back each season that comes out and has a great rookie year. 2 years ago, it was James Robinson, and last year it was Elijah Mitchell. This year, I believe the player is Strong Jr. He opened eyes after running a 4.37 40-yard dash at the combine, flying.
Yeah.
And his tape shows a lot of dominant runs. He had 3 seasons of over 100 rushes and over 7 yards per carry. 7 yards per carry. That's crazy.
For a running back,
that is really impressive. His vision is great, and a wide zone system will be the main reason for any success at the NFL level. I think fitting him with us.
Most running backs are averaging like 2 to 4.
Yeah, 4 is like a
average.
Good running back.
Yeah.
Like that is the line of like if you go over 4, you're a good running back. If you're under 4, you're a bad running back. And he was averaging 7. So I think he hits the mark right, especially if you can get him in the late round. He might have not played the best competition, but could work out really nicely.
Oh yeah, and it looks like for round 6, pick number 192, they're looking at Wake Forest O lineman Zach Tom. It looks like the Vikings have spent all their picks on either weapons or on-ball defenders, with the needs in the trenches. Not taking an offensive lineman until 192 is far from ideal. Getting Tom, a player that could be a backup that can play all 5 positions with a starter upside, is a huge win.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really nice. I don't know much about him as an offensive lineman, but a guy that has versatility is always important to have on a team.
Oh, yeah.
But next up, that round number 7 pick number 250, Notre Dame edge rusher Myron. I'm just going to go with Myron. Myron was a really good player for the Fighting Irish. Before I talk more about him, though.
Oh, yeah, we got Joe Tara over at Cowboy Saloon Lexington, taking home $66 on that must-go prize. Good job, Joe Tara.
That minor jackpot clicking up from 56 to 60 balls in this game number 20. So get enrolled, press play. We want to give out the jackpot right here and right now. But we're talking about Myron, edge rusher out of Notre Dame. He played both inside and outside. He's projects to be a really nice developmental piece at the either 3 technique or 5 technique, both in which the Vikings could use. And I think with the defense that we're going to be bringing in, a guy that can move in and out and move all over the defensive line, he could definitely learn from a guy like Zadarius Smith, who does that exact same thing.
Yeah, I think that could actually work out really well for him. He'd almost end up just having like a mentor at the end of it.
Yeah, so I like all of that. A really nice 7-round pick for that. And so you guys can support our Minnesota Vikings by playing the great eTab game, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and win some big prizes.
Oh, yeah, but our jackpot hunter standings have been going a little crazy recently, except for a little bit towards the back end rather recently.
I think actually there was not a single shakeup yesterday, but there's a lot of primed shakeups that are like super close races.
That are like, we have so many close races. It's just that like some of them haven't gained points in a little bit, and then like some of them just like, I don't know. Who knows? But kicking off in 9th place, we got this 2-way tie between Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids. They have both been at 37,000 points for a little bit now, so hopefully we'll see one of them break out of this tie. In 8th place, we got Ellis over at Titan Sports Saloon with 50,000 points. Kicking off that 50,000 point club. Only 6,000 points ahead in 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Nisla Legion with 56,000 points. Only 1,000 points ahead of Kimmy is 6th place 2-way girl over at Jimmy G's Bar with 57,000 points. In 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at Chart House with 59,000 points. In 4th place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. With 83,000 points, starting off 3rd place is Not Lucky over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. Also at the Corner Bar in Goodhue in 2nd place is Bull with 99,000 points. Also at Corner Bar in Goodhue in 1st place is Bobo with 138,000 points. good job to all of our players in those location standings and in the Corner Bar and Goodhue Club.
Yeah, right in that top 3, the Corner Bar and Goodhue Club.
Yeah.
It's like the Breakfast Club, but for Corner Bar and Goodhue players.
Yeah, basically.
But we do have some location standings to get into, and you won't predict who is the number 1 location. But in 10th place, we got Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 68,000 points. With 69,000 points in 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley. In 8th place, getting bumped back actually from 7th and 8th, we got Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 75,000 points. Who was moving up? It was none other than Shady's Railside and Rice, who now has 76,000 points, only 1,000 points ahead of Tasty Pizza Hangar, but they are now in 7th place. Getting bumped back from 5th into 6th place, though, we got Billy's Rockford with 81,000 points. You know, they move up in the PGL standings, and they get bumped back in the Jackpot Hunter standings. So sad. But who moved up?
And Yang.
A big-time location did move up, though. It was Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd with 82,000 points, now in 5th place. 4th place is Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 93,000 points. With 143,000 points in 3rd place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. And in 2nd place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 160,000 points. And the number 1 location in the 300,000 point club, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 352,000 points.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah, I mean, I would never guessed with the top 3 players playing at Corner Bar in Goodhue.
I know, right? Never would have.
But we are 40 balls dropped in this game number 20. We're seeing if we can give out this prize right here, right now. $400 available on this prize. 60 balls or less, though. You got to win it to take it home. Sorry. But we do have some celebrity birthdays. Born in 1904, we got Sir John Gurgug he's a British stage and screen actor and director. He was in or directed Arthur, Hamlet, and Ages of Man.
Interesting.
Definitely some big-time plays there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I know for sure. I've never heard of Ages of Man, though. I've heard of Arthur and obviously Hamlet.
Yeah.
Like, those two are huge. But Ages of Man.
You ever, think, it's like, Hamlet was, crazy. Ooh, we got a winner really quickly. Taking home at 58 balls. We got Chuck over at Poppers, Virginia, taking home that minor and Musco prize. Good job, Chuck.
Yeah, we'll be taking a break for this game number 21, and we'll be back for this game number 22.
Oh, yeah.
In 9th place. In 8th place, we got Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. With 54,000 points in 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern. 6th place, we got 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar with 57,000 points. With 59,000 points in 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House. 4th place is Kev over at the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. 3rd place is Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 83,000 points. Also at Corner Bar in Goodhue in 2nd place, we got Bull with 99,000 points. So close to getting to that 100,000 point club. May do that this week. But in 1st place, already in that club, it's Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 134,000 points.
Nicely done to our entire top 10s, but I'm going to jump right into the location standings. As in 10th place, we have American Legion Fridley sitting with 67,000. With 68,000 right ahead of him in 9th place, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. 8th place is Shady's Railside and Rice sitting with 74,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 75,000. In 7th place, it's the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. Then in 6th place, we got Billy's Rockford in Rockford sitting with 78,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 79,000 points. In 5th place, we got Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd. Then in 4th place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm sitting with 92,000. With 143,000 points in 3rd place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. Then in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park sitting with 159,000. But then with a whopping 346,000 points in 1st place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Wow, some really good location standings. Can't wait to see what kind of shakeups can happen in this week. I mean, we're coming in 2nd half of Season 11. Can't wait to see you out there playing some Jackpot Hunter from 4 all the way till 6. There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we are getting into this next game of Jackpot Hunter, game number 22, but we did have a winner on that game number 21.
Oh yeah, we had ORs over at Onamia Vets Club taking home $48.60.
Definitely some good stuff there, but that minor jackpot got over $100 on this one, so that means it is at 52 balls or less. But in the final game, it's going to be clicking up from 52 to 56 with one final shot at a nice little minor jackpot. But we do have some more celebrity birthdays to get into, as we have quite a few celebrity birthdays left.
Oh yeah, born in 1925, we have Rod Steiger, American actor, known for being an illustrated man and pawnbroker.
Yeah, he very famous for being like a sly villain type role.
Okay, awesome.
Played like kind of that Godfather type guy in movies.
I see. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. Next up, born in 1932, we got Loretta Lynn, an American country singer / songwriter. She did A Coal Miner's Daughter, Louisiana Woman, as well as, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. That's the song. Definitely some big-time country songs there.
Oh, yeah. Next up, born in 1941, we have Julie Christie, British actress known for being in Darling and Dr. Zhivago.
Ah, interesting stuff right there. Happy birthday. Next up, one that you know, born in 1945, we got Richie Blackmore, English guitarist. He was in Rainbow and did Stone Cold with Rainbow. He was also in Deep Purple and did Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, Richie Blackmore, he was a guitarist in Rainbow, which Ronnie James Dio's band. One of them.
Really, really cool. But you were actually more popular of not Rainbow, though.
Yeah, I'm more of a Dio fan. Although Rainbow is, they were great.
Okay, and was he a part of that original Dio, the Dio one that you're talking about?
I mean, on that one.
Is that what the album is called? Like it's named after?
No, the band is named after Ronnie James Dio.
Oh, okay. What album are you? A Holy Diver?
Oh yeah, Holy Diver is the name of the album.
Okay.
They made a comic of it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
With because it has a Catholic priest on the front with like a.
Oh yes. You did show me that. You did show me that, and you and one of our old coworkers bonded over that album.
Yeah.
Definitely some really cool stuff. Happy birthday, Richie Blackmore.
Oh yeah. Next up, born in 1960, we have Brad Garrett, born Gerstenfeld, American actor and comedian, known for being in Everybody Loves Raymond. He was Raymond's brother in that.
Oh,
and
okay.
I've met him.
Really?
Yeah, and not even like at a
Just
professional thing.
some random.
My dad saw. I was coming back from a baseball game with my brother, and my mom, my dad, and my brother were all in the car, and we see a jet landing at the airport that we have in town.
Yes.
My dad's like, "That's Ray Ramon and Brad Garrett coming to do the show."
That's
for tomorrow.
awesome. That's really, really cool stuff. We do have a winner on this one. It's Chuck, RVCL, splitting that must-go prize of $47. Chuck over at Poppers and RVCL over at Brickyard Bar and Grill. Good job to both those winners.
Oh, yeah. So we went out towards, the tarmac. Because, it's just a small airport we have in our town.
Yeah.
And we walk out there, and, Ray Ramon and Brad Garrett, they're, coming out of the plane. There's, no security or nothing. It's Mount Pleasant. And my dad's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Oh, these are my twin sons. We're actually going to go, he's, talking about himself. He's like, "I'm going to go, see your show tomorrow," and stuff like that. And, because, obviously me and Gordon couldn't go to that.
Yes.
And he was like, "Oh, that's awesome. I actually have twins, and they play baseball, too." And he's
really?
He was, talking about us. And
that's awesome.
And he was just having, a great time. And then,
so a real personable guy as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, him and Brad Garrett. They're, really funny, and they're really, nice people. And, my dad was in the front row of the show, and they even, called him out for part of a joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, happy birthday, Brad Garrett. Next up, born in 1961, we got Robert Carlyle, a British actor that was in Trainspotting as well as The Full Monty.
Yeah, he played a really careless guy in Trainspotting. It was really funny. I don't know what he I know he reprised his role for T2, which is the second Trainspotting.
Okay.
But I haven't seen that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that in the 2017 release. But he's been in a lot of different movies, like Aragon. I remember that as a kid. The badly done book representation of Aragon.
Yeah.
But
he was in that Yesterday movie, which is about it's that guy who he does all the Beatles songs in the it's in a world where the Beatles weren't wherever a thing.
Really?
And so he basically just starts recreating all their songs and stuff. So they're
becomes
still,
famous
part of
off
the
of
world.
himself kind of thing. That's
and
really
he basically becomes famous making famous Beatles songs.
Ah, that's super interesting. It's like that one movie that we watched that had parallel universes in it,
Oh, yeah,
where they
Parallel.
could go and grab information from a different universe that had different famous artists or different famous
or different
musicians.
ways technology
exactly,
evolved.
and then they took it from that universe and brought it into their own, and that was the way they made money. I thought that was a super cool concept. So it's very similar to that. But we got to keep on going through these celebrity birthdays. Born in 1966, we got David Justice, an American baseball player for the Atlanta Braves. Not super known for really, really well for how great of a baseball player is, besides one specific moment where he was directly responsible for the Atlanta Braves' one and only World Series championship ring in 1995. His sixth inning solo home run is all the offense the Braves needed in game number 6 of the 1995 World Series, where they won 1-0.
Man, that is something.
That's an accomplishment. That's awesome for David
accomplishment.
Justice.
Oh, yeah, definitely a major accomplishment, but also with a lot of accomplishments. Born in 1966 is Greg Maddux, Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher, 4-time NL Cy Young Award.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
I wonder who has won the most Cy Young Awards.
I don't know, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it looks like pitchers who have won the Cy Young Award the most is it looks like he's tied for with 4.
Yeah, with Steve.
Carlton. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday, Greg Maddux. Next up, born in 1973, we got Adrian Brody, an American actor and the pianist, as well as the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, yeah, those are both great movies. Born in 1977, we have Sarah Michelle Gellar, American actress, known for being Kendall in All My Children, which I'm pretty sure that's a soap opera. And then Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was Buffy. Yeah, the OG Buffy.
She's the OG Buffy.
Yeah, the OG Buffy from what my sister would watch.
That's interesting. That's super, super cool. I know Netflix had a Buffy the Vampire Slayer that came out recently. I think it was Netflix.
Interesting.
Or whatever the new one was. I think it was Netflix released it. But really, really cool stuff that the original was born on today. Next up, born in 1995, an antic-filled football player, Baker Mayfield. American football quarterback. He was Heisman Trophy winner in 2017, played for the University of Oklahoma, and was the #1 overall draft pick to the Cleveland Browns in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do have a winner in this final game. Oh, 2 balls away. Block over at Boulevard Tavern and Tamjer over at American Legion Pine City, splitting $78 on that one. But it does mean that minor jackpot is going to be going to Friday's happy hour, meaning you guys are going to be primed and ready to give out some big ones.
Oh, yeah, and possibly with some different broadcasters than normal.
Yes, yeah, because you're not. I forget that you're not going to be. It's not going to be me and you there. It may be a different crew there. So make sure you guys come out for Friday to see who's going to be there. We were talking about Baker Mayfield, and I'll always remember when he beat Ohio State, then took the Oklahoma flag and stuck it right into the middle of the O.
Oh, yeah, right into the O on the field. That was
loved it. As a Michigan fan, I definitely loved it.
Oh, yeah. I think it was like one of the greatest. It was one of the funniest things you could probably do, which honestly, he is probably banned
from Ohio State.
Yeah, from Ohio State. And you know what's even funnier?
What?
He got drafted by an
Ohio team
right after that. Could you imagine how he feels right after that? He's like, yeah, screw you, Ohio State. And then he's like, Cleveland Browns. Ooh,
that's so
thanks, guys.
funny. That would be really, really funny. I mean, hey, no wonder why they wanted to replace him so quickly. Now they got good old Deshaun Watson. We'll see how that works out. But the Timberwolves postseason has been working out so far as we won the play-in game with Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell coming through with a steady stream of clutch makes. We were able to get that win 109-104 in the play-in game on Tuesday. They actually combined for 59 points to help the Minnesota Timberwolves overcome a rough night from Karl Anthony Towns. Really good stuff. And Chris Finch even said this game had to go in a different direction, and that's why we have a team, because we have a lot of people to step up. Yeah, when Karl Anthony Towns can't play, can't perform at his best, we have other people that can step up, like Anthony Edwards, who scored 30 points on 5 3-pointers, and D'Angelo Russell, who had 29 points and 6 assists to get us to that #7 seed in the Western Conference to match up with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah, and we'll be facing them off in our first game in that series on Saturday at Memphis, since they already hold a
they're the #2 spot. So, but if we can get the win over at Memphis, that's a huge help for us to be able to get the win in the series.
Oh, yeah, it definitely helps us out if we can get a first win on that first game.
For sure. We do have some movies released on today as we are getting into this final game of the happy hour. A little bit of lucky for bingo. And the movies that were released in 2000 on today was American Psycho.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
Yeah, one of those good Christian Bale movies that just shows Christian Bale's range.
Oh, yeah. And it also has Jared Leto in it.
Oh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Jared Leto, he gets the axe.
Yeah,
he's the one. He's the one when he's playing hip to be. It's hip to be. Square.
That is Jared Leto, isn't it?
That is that is Jared Leto.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you got Christian Bale, Jared Leto, Willem Dafoe, and so many other really great actors and actresses in that.
It's so weird seeing Jared Leto's haircut for Morbius.
Oh, with the long hair and everything like that. It is very interesting. I've seen a lot of backlash about him lately, and it's been good. We do have an $8 Musco on this one, and the other movies that were released in 2006, Scary Movie 4, 2009, 17 again, and in 2017, Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, one of the staples of the Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, the good old 8th one.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a player spotlight to get into, and you want to tell them about the player that we're spotlighting?
Oh, yeah. We are spotlighting Meta24 over at Acapulco Woodbury, who recently won the Mega Jackpot in Jackpot Hunter, taking home $134,776.45. And when they were playing at Acapulco Woodbury, who supports a really cool charity, which is the Oakdale Athletic Association.
Yeah, they do a lot of really great things. They're an independent, non-profit youth organization that helps put together leagues such as baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, so many different events. And so it's a really great charity to support. And you guys can even figure out what charity you're supporting by just asking, your local bar and be like, oh, what does the Whistle Stop support? But we do have a winner.
It is Tad over at Whistle Stop Lonsdale taking home $8, 11, 10, 61, 72 will be you guys' lucky numbers as you guys get clicked into that skull bingo. And just remember that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins. See ya.
Yep, because we hop right into that 5 million point club for our top two. In second place, we got Billy's Rockford sitting with 5,087,674 points. But then in first place, it is Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake sitting with a whopping 5,120,319 points.
Yeah, definitely some really, really great stuff on those PGL nights. We always have two of them. We got MegaSota game night every single Tuesday, 6:40 every single Tuesday.
That's right.
And a Wild Wednesday. It happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. You guys want to be out for those nights, as well as following our Facebook page so you know whenever we run another specialty nights to be able to earn those PGL points.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you guys are out there earning those PGL points on MegaSota game night and Wild Wednesday. Hopefully, I see you there.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, we love when you come out each and every day for our happy hour show from 4 to 6. That's when we run the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter. We have those 23 games each and every day where we give out tons of money and points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings where you guys compete.
There's definitely some close races to watch out for in these standings as we get started right off in the player standings with a two-way tie between Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Duh at VFW Coon Rapids. They both have 37,000 points, both in 9th place. In 8th place, we got Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. With 54,000 points in 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern. 6th place, we got 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar with 57,000 points. With 59,000 points in 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House. 4th place is Kev over the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. 3rd place is Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 83,000 points. Also at Corner Bar and Goodhue in 2nd place, we got Bull with 99,000 points. So close to getting to that 100,000 point club. May do that this week. But in 1st place, already in that club, it's Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 134,000 points.
Nicely done to our entire top 10s, but I'm going to jump right into the location standings. As in 10th place, we have American Legion Fridley sitting with 67,000. With 68,000 right ahead of them in 9th place, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. 8th place is Shady's Railside and Rice sitting with 74,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 75,000. In 7th place, it's the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. Then in 6th place, we got Billy's Rockford in Rockford sitting with 78,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 79,000 points. In 5th place, we got Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd. Then in 4th place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm sitting with 92,000. With 143,000 points in 3rd place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. Then in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park sitting with 159,000. But then with a whopping 346,000 points in 1st place, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue.
Wow, some really good location standings. Can't wait to see what kind of shakeups can happen in this week. I mean, we're coming in 2nd half of season 11. Can't wait to see you out there playing some Jackpot Hunter from 4 all the way till 6. There it is, 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.